This is dry storage, isn't it? Or do you have the live well?
It's pretty much dry storage.
Can you pull the plug and let it fill with water?
The Inland Fisheries Division, what it does is manages the public fisheries resources across the state of Texas. We like to say that we make fishing better.
And do you have a bucket or anything? If I've got a bucket, we can pour some water in the bottom. Well, I'm a regional director, and I oversee several district offices throughout the central and western part of the state. I knew by the time I was in high school that I wanted to be a fisheries management biologist. I go to work, and a lot of days I get to go out and spend it on a boat, or I get to spend it out talking to the anglers who are out there enjoying the same things that I grew up enjoying. It's fantastic.
Public awareness efforts.
I think I got the best job in the world because you still have the flexibility and the freedom to be able to go out and work in the field, which is really the primary reason why I became a fisheries biologist to begin with. But I'd also be able to get to work, in the bigger picture of things and hoping to set the future for Texas Parks and Wildlife for inland fisheries.
Zebra mussels were first discovered, in the late 2000s. Brian drew immediate attention to that potential issue and how that could become a problem for Texas.
When they showed up here in Texas, it became evident very quickly that it was going to become a statewide issue, and it was going to impact people far beyond just Texas Parks and Wildlife. They'll just keep colonizing on top of each other, and for pipelines, for municipalities, they'll essentially get to the point where they restrict that flow of water in those pipelines so much to where they can no longer pump. They can alter the aquatic food chain and they alter the food structure, and in doing so, then they also can have a negative impact to our sport fish populations within the state as well. One of the first things we want to make sure when we're leaving a lake that's got zebra mussels in it is that make sure you drain all the water, because the larvae are microscopic. You really can't see them at all, and we've got to make sure that we drain the water to ensure that we're not moving the larvae to other lakes within the state of Texas.
Brian is our science lead in zebra mussels. He's been able to rally lots of people around this problem with really no agency-dedicated budget.
The settlement sample really gets covered up good with the detritus and the algae. They tend to not settle out as quickly on it. Partnership means being able to do more with less. You have to be very creative. When you don't have any designated funding for these eradication efforts, or even for the public awareness campaign efforts, you've got to work with other entities and people. We had some very close ties with different municipalities and controlling authorities. They were very willing to come and partner with Texas Parks and Wildlife Department in developing a statewide public awareness and education program.
It is very difficult for one entity or agency to be able to do a tremendous amount of work and get success without help from others. Our partners with the river authorities, the water providers, they all work well with Brian. We work well with Brian. He's been a tremendous asset to us. It's been a win-win for everybody.
If nothing else, I hope that I can make sure that in future generations, they still have these places to go hunting and go fishing. Partnerships are so vital to the things that we do within Texas Parks and Wildlife. And I hope that what I'm doing here with the zebra mussel efforts is just one example that people will be able to look at and say, hey, you know what? Partnerships are the way to go. That's great. Doing something that can benefit all people of Texas, that's what we need to be doing more of.